The book that I'm basing my presentation on is Everything is Miscellaneous, The Power of the New Digital Disorder by David Weinberger. And the focus of this book is the new organization of information in the digital world. Because of the nature of physical space, organization in the real world can be challenging. Most libraries have card catalogs, some of which can take up entire rooms. UW-Madison has only recently decided to get rid of their catalogs and go entirely digital. Weinberger's rules of physical organization are: in physical space, some things are nearer than others. Physical objects can only be in one place at any one time. Physical space is shared. Human physical abilities are limited, and organization should be orderly and neat. Through the ages, mankind has come up with several solutions to this dilemma. One of the most popular approaches is the use of the tree model, which organizes subjects starting from the most broad and branches into complexity. This model dates back into ancient times and is even spoken of by Aristotle. One of the most well-known examples of the tree model is Carl Linnaeus' System of Nature, in which he classified all of nature in just 11 pages. This also was used as supporting evidence for Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Another example of the tree model is seen here in the tree of Indo-European languages. As you can see, sometimes organizing can force the tree to take on unnatural shapes. What happens when a topic can fit on more than one branch? The laws of physical space sometimes get in the way of reasoned organization. In order to address the problem, Weinberger proposes the use of smart leaves, or information that exists simultaneously on many branches of the tree at once. This is possible through the use of a new method called tagging. So what exactly is tagging? Tagging is the best way to rid large collections of photos or documents of ambiguity. Tagging involves adding keywords to files so that they can be found and used more easily. Tagging is considered to be more useful than using folders alone because you can attach as many tags as you can see fit. In fact, the more tags, the more easily a file can be found. Using a system of only folders means that every file will have to be placed into only one category. This is mimicking the real-world system of a cabinet, where you must choose one place in which to file something. If you have a military cookbook, for example, would you place it in the military folder or in the cooking folder? With tagging, you do not have to make these choices. With tagging, a file can essentially exist in more than one place at once without having copies made. Let's say that you have a folder filled with photos taken in class on a particular day. Among these photos happens to be a close-up shot of some writing that would go perfectly on a project you're planning. How would you typically find this photo? You would probably begin by trying to remember which folder you put it into, and then proceed to search through them for the picture in question. This could end up being frustrating and quite a time waster, especially if your hard drive holds hundreds of folders. On the other hand, if you had tagged all of your pictures when you uploaded them, finding the picture would be as simple as typing writing into the search function. The triumph of tagging. Now that we know tagging is useful, it's important to know how easily it can be done. Tagging can be done in a variety of ways, including directly in Windows folders. However, several programs have also been created which specialize in tagging. For photos, Picasa is a useful choice. It has its own tagging panel, which allows you to tag things in bulk in any number that you so choose, and it also gives suggestions for tags. It is also possible for Picasa to detect faces and tag them as people, much like the Facebook function. According to Weinberger, there are 4 new strategies emerging for organizing information. The first strategy is to filter on the way out, not on the way in. While the economics of publishing ensures that most blogs indeed wouldn't be let through the gates, the aggregate value of all the blogs, each perhaps of interest to only a few people, is incalculable. As long as the user has good tools for finding what they need, filtering on the way out vastly increases our shared potential for knowledge. The second strategy is to put each leaf on as many branches as possible. In the real world, a leaf can hang from only one branch. In the digital world, hanging a leaf on multiple branches makes it more findable. Unlike when organizing a card catalog, this doesn't make your files disorganized or messy. It makes it more usable and more profitable. The third rule is that everything is metadata and everything can be a label. A book's catalog card has to hold far less information than does the book itself. In the digital world, not only can every word in a book count as metadata, so can any of the sources that link to the book. The fourth and final rule is to give up control. A big pile of miscellaneous information contains relationships beyond reckoning. No person or group is going to be able to organize it in all of the useful ways, hanging all of the leaves on all of the branches where they might be hung. In this new age of information, how we store and access knowledge is becoming increasingly important. Utilizing tools like tagging is but a stepping stone on the way to the full assimilation of all of the information from all of the world.